See, the meaning of Bhagavad Gita is the song divine. The song divine. That is the what is meant by the song. Song is nothing but the Omkaram or Pranavam. The Omkaram Pranavam is told by Bhagavan. Bhagavan, that is called Bhagavad Gita. That divine sound is nothing but derived from the when we are getting while doing pranayama. So the Pranavam or Omkaram is the song of the divine, and it is the song of the divine. By means we can know the divine, and at the same time it is the it is told by Bhagavan. So the Gita here, Bhagavad Gita means the Swaram. Swaram means the divine sound. What is Swaram? Swaram is the Omkara. I told you. Like that, in Swarajnana Pradipika it says, Sware Vedasya Shastrani, Sware Gandharva Muttamam, Sware Cha Sarvam Trailokyam, Swaramatra Swarupakaha. The God or Ishvara is Swaramatra Swarupakaha. He is nothing but the Omkaram itself. Sware Vedasya Shastrani. The entire essence of Vedas is nothing but this Omkaram. Sware Vedas, Sware Gandharo Muttam, it is the secret of all the secrets. Sware Cha Sarvam Trailokyam, it is there in all the three worlds, three lokas. Three lokas mean Jagru Swapna Sushupti and Bhur Bhuva Swa. All these, in these three lokas, the Omkaram is alone is existing. Then the Swaramatra Swarupakaha, the Ishvara himself is Swaramatra Swarupaka. Like that, the Swaram here, God's song or Swaram is nothing but Omkaram. So, by when one who knows about this Omkaram or Swaram only, he can understand what is told by Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He is the only competent human form to be called as Bhagavan. Bhagavan. So, regarding this Bhagavad Gita, why should we know? Why should either in nest of knowing this Bhagavad Gita, is it necessary for one and all? Is it an academic interest to know this, or is a must for everybody? Like that, we should know. So, what is the what the Gita says? What does it contain? What does it contain? Unless we go into the depth of this Gita, we cannot integrately understand the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. So, regarding this Bhagavad Gita, what is the nest of knowing this Bhagavad Gita? The essence is like this. There is one, Dhara. Dhara means Sri Bhudevi. Lord Vishnu has got two wives, Sri Devi and Bhudevi. The Bhudevi Dhara is asking Sri Mahavishnu, her husband, Sri Dhara Uvacha. In Gita Mahatmyam, the first, the Bhudevi asks Lord Sri Vishnu regarding this. Bhagavan Paramesana Bhaktiravya Abhicharini Prarvadam Bhunyamanasya Kadam Bhavati He Prabho. O Prabho, a person who is having Avyabhichara Bhakti, that means unmovable, immovable bhakti, unshakable bhakti. He has got such a great bhakti, but he is suffering from prarabdham. Then a person having utmost devotions towards God, but in spite of that, he is suffering from this prarabdham. Prarabdham means, here the meaning of prarabdham means prak abdam prarabdham. Prak means previous, before. Abdam means the time. That means whatever the action or karma done in the previous births, it has to be again faced by through karma phala. It is called prarabdham. It is called prarabdham. In that way, Sri Bhudevi asks Vishnu what will happen for a great staunch devotee when he is suffering from this prarabdha. Then Bhagavan Vacha, he says, prarabdham bhunjamanopi gitabhyasa ratasada samuktas sasukhi loke karmana nopalipyate. Karmana nopalipyate. Prarabdham bhunjamanopi, even though he is suffering from or experience or facing the prarabdham, Gita abhyasa ratasada. One who does this abhyasam or practice of Gita. Gita means pranava or omkaram, that is pranayamam. One who practices the pranayam always, sada. Samukta sasuki loke. He is the only liberated soul. Sasuki loke. He alone is Sasuki. He is the only person who will enjoy the eternal bliss. Sasuki loke. In the entire world, the person who is doing this pranayama always, he alone is liberated and alone is enjoying the eternal bliss. Karmana nopalipyate. Even if he does any action or karma, he will never be touched with that karma. That means there won't be yielding of karma phala. Without yielding karma phala, even if he does this karma, why? Because when he is doing this pranayama, his mind will be lifted upwards and goes inside. So inwardly, when he is there, even if he does any karma outside, he will never be touched with this, that karma. So this is the very purpose of knowing this Bhagavad Gita. No other person without doing pranayama can never be detached from this prarabdham. That means the prarabdham here, a yogi, though he faces with this body only, but the mind is already gone inside, so he will never experience the pain of the prarabdham. That's why Sri Bhagavana says, Samukta Sasuki Loke. He is the only liberated soul, and he is the only person who will enjoy the bliss. And even if he does any action, he will never be touched like this. That is the Gita Mahatmyam says. That is the fruit of the of the Bhagavad Gita. So that's why nobody can escape from the prarabdham. In order to escape from the prarabdham, he must do yogam. That's why Gita or the Bhagavad Gita is a must for everybody. Like that, in another stanza, Gita Mahatmya says, Gita Jaina Silasya Pranayama Parasacha Naivisantihi Papani Purvajanna Krutanyapi. Gita Jaina Silasya. By simply this reading, Parayanam, this is called Gita Parayanam. Gita Jaina Silasya Pranayama Parasacha, and doing pranayama. A person who reads or tries to know the meaning of the Bhagavad Gita by doing pranayama only, Naiva Santihi Papani Purvajanna Krutanyapi. Even if he did any sin in the previous births, he will never be touched like this. So here, this is the only context a person who can be away from the sins done in the previous births. So by doing yogam only, who is doing practicing this pranayama regularly, always, can only be detached from this bodily affairs by taking his mind inside. That is the very purpose of knowing Bhagavad Gita. In this way, the Bhagavad Gita says. So, one who wants to get out of this samsaram, he has to do pranayama.